anymore. Stopped. Oh, you fucking thing. As soon as I fucking went off the app, shut off. But he's fucking dreaming it. That's how it is. He's having a dream. He's dreaming that he's a man. There's two states. There's only two states of being. Dr. Joe and the three amigos don't understand that there's only two states of being. There's God having a, he's a dreaming he's a man. Are you recording me?
No.
What was that? Dr. Joe?
No.
That was me.
Dr. Dwayne Dyer.
Holy fuck, you listen to him now? Oh, bro. So the two states are, he's having a dream that he's a man. What's gonna happen? Well, the man's gonna find out he's God. He's gonna have a dream, then man, then God's gonna dream, then man's gonna dream he's God. That's what he's doing. He'll dream the same thing.
Yeah.
Everything's coming out still light. It's still him. Yeah, just back to this one. Is this the one that we did, that I did the other day? Oh. I should expound on some of those things in there.
But
right?
you can't hear you in this one.
Yeah, because music's too loud. I was listening to the music just kind of going off.
Well, you can add music to the video after it's made.
I didn't know how to do that after. I have to learn that. I was talking about meditation there, and that's what's really happening. God was meditating. I don't think you read it from the other that one, same one. Where did you read it when you were at your house, off your laptop, or?
What?
Remember that scripture?
Oh, I read it from my phone.
The phone?
King James Version.
It sounded different.
In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth.
Darkness is in the mind of God. And if the earth was what? Say, go ahead.
And the earth was without form. And void.
And darkness was upon the deep. And what? The deep thoughts of God, there was darkness. Is that somebody out there? Right? It's talking about the mind of God and dark. Well, where's the darkest place you ever been? Inside your head. Close your eyes. Right? Nothing in it, no light at all. That's where he dwells. In darkness. In deep, what does it say? In deep. Say that one
And
again.
darkness was upon the face of the deep.
Pretty deep in there. You're not talking about the deep what? The deep ocean? Because it was darkness was upon, it was what? Upon the face of the deep?
Yeah. And the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters.
Oh, we're taught the thoughts, the deep thoughts. That's what he's talking about there. See, it's meditation. When meditation isn't just being fucking still and being quiet. And then that's it. Okay, I didn't do nothing. There was shoo, I was quiet for a long time. Did no thoughts, no nothing. Well, that isn't what meditation is. So you don't need to meditate. You just need to think right, because that's meditation. Being familiar with something is being familiar with your thoughts.
Yeah, because
look at how you meditated all the way through, doing all the things you did, thinking you weren't doing them. You thinking them, and away you go doing them. So what does anything have to change? Like they want you to all sit down. You know what? Sitting down is good. Becoming aware. What the fuck you thinking? I mean, that's the meditation. Becoming familiar with. It's not sitting down, being totally quiet. And then if a thought comes, you go, oh, don't want to think that. No, go away. The party comes, because Kyle C says when the party comes, your friend shows up and I'm going, no. You know what? once you sit down and start stilling your mind for a couple of minutes, you become just a, and when the thoughts come, well, you just make the good thoughts come. Don't just sit down and be quiet and wait for all that fucking horrible shit to come, because it'll come. If you're waiting for it, doesn't it? You've probably done it yourself. Sat down and tried to still your mind, and all the stupidest thoughts in the world that you're trying to reject are the ones coming.
Yeah.
Well, you're not getting familiar with anything except for the same shit you've been getting familiar with your whole life, right? That's what they want you to do. Well, I don't agree with that. I want to get familiar with some different shit. What? First, I'm going to sit down and just relax and just become aware.
Yeah,
become aware of what?
They want you
I don't have to spend all day, 16 hours a day to get aware. Just wait a minute. Now I'm going to sit down and I'm going to be aware of what? Of the thoughts that I want to think. And I'm going to become familiar with them. I'm going to meditate on them. And then that'll be the thoughts that I'm thinking all the time.
They want you to become familiar with the old man.
Well, that's going to happen if you fucking sit there trying to be still, because I've done it 100 times where I decided, okay, oh no, I don't want to think that, fuck.
Well, they think that if you don't know who you were, then you can't change nothing.
Yeah, say that again?
They think that if you don't understand or are aware of how you were, then how can you change that? How can you fix something unless you know?
They make it very hard because they make you gotta go look for something. You gotta look to be in alignment, or you gotta look to be you gotta look and wait so you know you're in the field, or you gotta wait to know that you're the source is with you, or what. However they say it, it's like, what the fuck you say all that for?
Dr. Joe and Greg Braden both said that it takes 72 hours or 3 days to activate something that you're trying to create.
That's crazy.
Constant and solid meditation. because
Fuck,
your
you
cells
do it instantly all day long.
Your cells have little antennas on them that grow, and it takes 72 hours to grow them to a length that's long enough to get into the field.
See, they don't get that point. There is no field. The fuck field are you going to look for? You are that field. There is no tap. You are the tap. There is no source. Why? Because you are that. You don't have to go fucking look anywhere for any of that stuff. That's what you are. You've been doing it right. You do it. Look at when you're a baby. You start watching and you hear them talking and you just imagine you're talking. What are you doing? Well, you're meditating. Why? Because pretty soon I'm going to talk. Sure, that might take a long time. But wait till you learn how to talk. Now you can imagine, fuck, just like that. Right? You can swear just like that. Or you could imagine something different, but most people aren't. They're just paving that same shit that they put into them from everybody else. So instead of saying, oh no, I don't say that. I'll say something different. I mean, just an example of it. I don't want to think that way. Notice, wait, what? Oh, the bank's calling me. Oh, fuck, sir, no, fucking, oh, the bank's calling me. Oh, fuck the bank. They can wait. I keep thinking on that. Fuck, who's the bank? Who's that guy voting for what? Oh, you fucking wait. I'm talking about those shitty thoughts you always get. Doesn't matter what they are. Some people's their mortgage payment, some people's their car payment, some people's their fuck, they got to sneeze and they don't know if it's COV. Some people, all kinds of things you're thinking about. That's meditation. You're getting familiar with it all. And what happens when you're getting familiar with it? Well, you learn how to fucking talk, didn't you? You can see that? What the fuck they tell you all that story for? I don't think it's right. You don't have to wait 72 hours to create anything. I created Heyu, but it took a long time. Look, when he got here, it was right here. It said Heyu. You even knew his fucking name. I told that story. That's meditation. What? I was talking to you to get a dog. Kept thinking I was going to get a dog, right? I mean, okay. There was a couple times out. Just this morning, I was going to work and I was thinking, I got a notification. I don't know if it was a text or from YouTube or whatever. And I just got a thought. Maybe I should check. Maybe that'd be John. He was telling me we're not going to work today. And I get the day off, and I was all happy about it. And I was like, went to check. It was right there. I thought, what was that? Is that by chance? Okay, you can call it what you want.
Even the events that seem accidental are really ordered by him.
By who? By you.
Yeah.
Fuck, I wanted the day off last night. I wanted a day off yesterday at 3 o'clock, but I said, okay, I'll work. If they want me to work, I'll work. But I didn't want to. I'm not going to say no. I'll go. The boss says, come to work. I said, okay, let's get it done, boss. He's the pharaoh in Egypt for me. He's not the pharaoh, he's one of the magistrates. He's got business, so he's over here. He's following the pharaoh's rules and he's playing really fair. He's watching his money. And when the pharaoh says, okay, make him shit this way, so the big company says you can't spit on the ground, so my boss comes and tells me because he's one of the magistrates for the pharaoh. Underneath all the, what do you got, bosses. Yeah. This is a whole fucking step ladder of people, right? Just kind of like the old days. That's why I just mentioned it, pharaoh, because it's in the Bible. So, I get the orders. Okay, boss. I know where it comes from. It comes from that demented king we got.
Yeah. Well, it does, right?
They're all fucking demented, all the kings. That's what we wanted.
You wanted a ruler. Why did we want that? What the fuck?
You need darkness.
Why?
Deep darkness, that's where God comes from.
You need contrast.
That's where light comes from darkness.
Abraham calls it contrast.
I don't care what she calls it. She calls it whatever she wants.
Yeah.
That's where everything comes from.
Fucking
Deep darkness. Comes from the unseen. What's the unseen? Well, the unseen is the things you're thinking. And you're going to create them, because that's what a photon is. It's an intelligent, creative light. A little wee particle. Just a little wee, you can't even fucking see it, it's so small. You've got to see it with some kind of magnifying glass or something. You can get under there, put it under a microscope.
Yeah.
It's an intelligent, creative light, a photon. I ain't the one that said that. Science says that. Look on and talks about that a little bit.
Fucking no wrong.
Everybody's got, they all got something right. What the fuck? What the fuck you making a big long story out of all that for? What are you fucking thinking? Right? Let's get right to it. God was thinking there would be light. There it was. He was meditating, for fuck's sakes. He was becoming aware. That's what he was doing in the deep darkness. On the face of the waters. What? The face of all those fucking thoughts going on.
Listen to what the Amplified says. The Spirit of God was moving, hovering, brooding over the face of the waters.
Yeah, he was fucking thinking about it. He was meditating.
Brooding. What does brooding mean?
I don't know. I don't have a clue.
Showing deep unhappiness of thought.
Huh. Upon the face of the waters. In the Bible, the G.A. Caskell is a good book to read because it's got a lot of what symbolism and stuff is in the Bible, right? That's what it's all about. All spiritual books you can use it for. And water's rising up out of all those thoughts. So when you rise above the water, water is all the sea of thoughts. When you see crystal, I seen the sea is crystal clear. Well, he's talking about your thoughts are all crystal clear. Why? Because you had to do that work. You had to meditate, not fucking sit down and still be quiet. I told you before, you can meditate all day. That's what meditation is. Don't think of that tomorrow and don't think of yesterday, but think of now, be aware now, and what you're thinking exactly right now. What kind of thoughts are we thinking, right?
Yeah.
Someone looks at you funny, usually just, what the fuck you looking at? There's that shit that you paid with. That's not crystal clear. You'll never see a crystal clear sea with fucking thoughts like that, right? What the fuck you looking? Look at that guy's got a mask on. He's just laughing at him, right? That ain't crystal clear. That's fucking streets of shit.
Yeah.
Thoughts are shit. That's meditation. And it's funny, all that, whatever you're meditating on, you're getting. So what do they mean? It takes 72 fucking hours to get something. Sometimes you get things immediately. You've been thinking that you're fucking yelling and screaming at everybody, and you've been, next thing you know, you got a punch in your nose from somebody. Oh, fuck, that hurt. Right? Just showed up. Everything shows up. Doesn't have to fucking happen. Sometimes it'll happen instantly. Sometimes it won't. I'd just be around the corner, but it's coming. Why? Because that's what you were thinking. I mean, you're thinking negative thoughts all the time. People are sick all the time. Why? Because they're thinking negative. What's going to happen? Sooner or later, something negative is going to go on inside that suit you're wearing. And holy fuck. Next thing you know, somebody said you got something and you went there to report because you're stressing your body out because you're not thinking anything positive. No good positive thinking will kill you. It's a good thing you never die though, because God is light and He's eternal. So don't worry about dying, but fuck. Why not wake up? That's what He wants. Then you'll tell the same story. You'll have to. It's not all about themselves. That's another thing we was talking about, right? The sign of a true believer is one who desires for everybody else. Seeing that, Dr. Joe was talking about his seeing the light beings, and they said we love ourselves too much to lower our energy again to come back down here. But love doesn't seek his own. So what was he seeing? What kind of light beings was he seeing?
Yeah.
Sounds to me like they were seeking their own deal there.
Yeah, we're not going there.
No, that's
Fuck that.
love says don't seek your own. It doesn't seek its own.
They would come here if they were proper loved, right?
Well, God's dreaming he's a man.
Dr. Joe must have fucking blew his lid off too much that day or something.
I don't know. I'm not gonna say that about Dr. Joe.
Well, he wasn't seeing no fucking invisible light beings.
He's just God dreaming he's a man, just like me and you are.
He never seen no fucking 12-foot high light beams. He's just fucking lying.
I don't know.
I think Dr. Joe's a fucking phony.
I don't think he's anything but God having a dream he's a man. When he wakes up, he'll see that he's God, and he'll start dreaming. That he's a man. And how is he going to do that? The same way God's doing it. He's just preparing a place for everybody. That's what he's dreaming. He's a man, and he's preparing a place for that man. So, Abraham said it's not all about changing the world. Well, yeah, then it is about changing the world. But then you'll know you pass from death to life. Why? Because you'll be imagining and preparing places for them, not for you. Right? I mean, if you pass from death to life, well, now you're not worried about all that and all these things. So what do? You prepare. You just God said in his eye, I'll go and prepare a place for you. In the book of Psalms, it's all over in there. He's preparing a place. What's he doing? He's meditating on that. He's preparing it. Jesus said, in my Father's house is many mansions. He's talking about his head. And he'd go in there and prepare a place for you. Not for himself. So go there and prepare a place for you. For where I am, you'll be also. That's because he passed from death to life. He's not, no, I don't care about the whole world. I didn't come here to change anybody, just myself. No, Abraham. It doesn't work like that. That's not the sign of a true believer. I'm not getting familiar with thoughts in my head about anything else except for them. I'll sit down here and listen to my music and start smiling, thinking about just how happy I am. No, I'm fucking thinking about seeing them all happy. All of them. So, I just don't go with their stuff anymore. After you see it, then you just you leave it. You start doing what you're supposed to do. You don't need anybody else to tell you anything, right? They can't tell me anything. I'm not going to listen to this shit. I don't need it. What do I need to do that for? What do I need to sit down? Be still, get aware of what? Nothing. Just find that empty spot. They want you not to think, not to do anything. And I don't mind that. That's okay. You can do that for a certain amount of time. Then what happens when you start getting some thoughts? What they want you to keep, just let the party come and let it go. No. Be aware of what the fuck's coming. What are you thinking? Well, because you don't have to wait 10. If God is having a dream he's a man, what does that make the fucking man? That makes him God. It's his dream. For fuck's sakes. That's it. He didn't wait. He's still sitting there quiet. Well, no, because what? Well, look at after Genesis, what one, and God said, 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 and God's still saying every time you say something, you talk to yourself. Oh, it's gonna be a rough day tomorrow. You know, well, tomorrow will be rough. And that happens instantly because you wake up the next morning and it fucking starts instantly sometimes.
Yeah, see, Dr. Joe likes to do it. Dr. Joe doesn't prepare for sleep.
No, it prepares in the fucking morning. Well, I can go to sleep, and if you prepare for sleep, what's it say in the Bible? You got 8 hours. You're meditating. Because the last things you think of before you go to sleep is the things you'll think of all night. Not the things that you've been thinking about 3/4 of the day. No. You spend 15, 20 minutes thinking those things, and all night long. That's what's going to happen. Because you're not really asleep, just that body of yours that you drive around with here. Out here. I wouldn't like to say that. It's in here. Okay. Well, just remember the way that you